Right, meow?
Meow.
All right.
Do we have
like a catchy?
Do we have the fog machine ready?
Do you have a catchy starter tune that you use before you start up?
He does.
Welcome to John Cast. I think we're broadcasting live.
Let me check this real quick. Well,
Yeah, we're broadcasting.
it says we are.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Oh.
And I got no
Hang
plans.
out. There is someone.
I'm not even moving right now.
Beside
I'm
you.
looking. I'm still reading right there.
All right, guys.
Oh God. Oh God. It's No, let it happen. Let it happen. Just let it be.
I want to start this over here.
Let it scare us.
I like to see me. Like there's a ghost behind me. I'm like sitting like, oh no.
This is what happened.
Uh-oh. Did it happen?
No, we're live on. Is anybody-
Live at 5. What is it?
Live at 5 at 4.
4:30.
Ooh. Oh, we should have started at
No.
4:20.
When I live in Knoxville, that's
There's dirty
Wow.
little things.
the news was
They have a lot of
live.
HIV and like chlamydia and stuff. They get,
What?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
chlamydia.
no, yeah, I read that. So like, don't let them touch you.
yeah, don't ever let them touch you unless they're like been in a zoo or something because they get chlamydia all the time.
Ew.
We're gonna start off.
Koalas.
Welcome to John Cast. I'm here with Jonathan Chapman and John Montoya.
Yep.
Hey man,
And-
what's up?
Some guests here watching us right now. So today's episode, we're going to be talking a lot about movies. This is our movie special day. Not that we don't already talk about a shit ton of movies.
all the time.
But let's get into this. The first movie news that I got for you guys: Neil Blomkamp has officially announced that he is doing an Alien movie.
Oh, that
It was rumored, and now it's official. Well, his official through Twitter. He posted on his Twitter a picture of Alien and said, "I guess this is my next movie, guys."
It's
So-
not April 1st, so yeah.
Yeah,
It's believable.
I'm pretty happy. Neil Blomkamp's a great director. He did Chappie, did District 9, Elysium, and he also was going to work on the Halo project, and he's going to be making freaking Alien.
Well, I mean, I felt good about it because of District 9 was one of those new movies that like alien based that was like worth watching finally. It wasn't cheesy.
Yeah, it was like the first Alien was like horror movie in space. People really dig that kind of vibe, and
Yeah.
everybody's been trying to copy that since then. But
I mean,
Well-
I trust the director and what we can get involved, and I can't wait to see how they're going to do Alien this time. Like, what is he going to look like with all the new technology we have?
yeah, and
We'll
this
see.
one's supposed to be set on Earth, I think.
Oh, see that's perfect for him then, because he loves to do those, like Earth messed up. Like I wouldn't say really post-apocalyptic, but it's
Very
Earth
social.
is run down.
He's got very social commentary in his movies. He's always got a message like hidden in there. So hopefully, it will work well with the Alien. And Sigourney Weaver seems to be on board with
Oh, yeah.
with
About
Hoffman.
time.
She said earlier last week that she would totally be on board if Neil Blomkamp directed. So now that it's kind of happening, it says it will in no way be associated with Prometheus 2. So Prometheus, that universe is still going to go separate. Well, it's
Well,
the
I mean,
same
It's like way prequel, like
Yeah.
So it could work out.
under a different helm. It's a little different than Alien movies. A little less. It's horror, but it's different. I mean, I'm stoked for both of them. Prometheus is pretty good.
Yeah, I put that photo on Johncast. What was that? It was my Alien anthology, and then the 35th anniversary of Alien, and there's like artwork and a comic in there too. Oh,
By H.R. Geiger. That guy is pretty messed
Well,
up. He died this year, I think.
With Prometheus,
poor guy.
when you get a chance, when you get a chance to see it, like again with CGI in the way it was, where you get to see that space and the way I want to see almost anything be portrayed, as far as like everything. Nothing looks fake. Everything felt like you're really in space. Everything felt like it was really going on, and I just hope that it gets really chaotic in Alien. Honestly, I hope it gets just totally messed up.
I was a little disappointed with the technology in Prometheus because it's a prequel. But if you watch the first Alien movie, they got those old monitors and everything.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that doesn't. I mean, I know it's just a pet peeve for
Well, it's
me.
just kind of like
but-
Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, we had the same problem with that.
How did they go from all these awesome ships to like the crap of the universe? Because like I guess they just didn't show the Naboo planes or starfighters and stuff. But those look pretty damn cool.
I mean, can we just for a second talk about what Yoda looked like in Episode 1 when they're trying to do a puppet still? I mean,
did
that
they?
was pretty
I thought
awful.
they only did CG. Did they do a puppet?
They
with it?
tried to do a really nice puppet for Episode 1, and it was awful. It was awful. The whole thing.
I really wish that they would have done the puppet like more old school, like got Henson to do it. Because I mean, it did look good, but you can't have them like fighting, like as a puppet doing all the flips and stuff that they do.
Well, here's the deal: is the way it played out for 2 and 3, like it would have never worked.
Yeah.
Especially with number 3, him having a battle.
Or
It
they
would've-
could have just never had him as a fighting Yoda, because he's still freaking old in the prequels. He's when he dies, he's 900 and something years old.
Which reminds me of another thing on podcast, John Cast that we were talking about was making a standalone movie with Yoda younger.
Yeah.
Would be
Oh, yeah.
fantastic. I mean,
There was talks about them doing that. They don't know what the standalone films are. They don't even know what the first one's going to be about. A lot of rumors speculate that Boba Fett is going to be the first Star Wars standalone movie, which I'm all for.
which if you guys get a chance, February 26th, they're doing Metro Prime versus Boba Fett. They're redoing it on a death match online. Please go check that out.
Oh, cool. Well, also let's talk about the we got Raptor names now. Remember the Raptor Squad, the infamous Raptor Squad from the Jurassic World trailer.
One of the awesome scenes.
Their names are Blue, Charlie, Delta, and Echo. And the fact that they have names, I think, means something.
You're my boy, Blue.
I mean, because they don't name the T-Rex in the first Jurassic
Oh yeah,
Park.
it's just T-Rex.
So the fact that they're kind of like humanized in a way, and that you see them working with Chris Pratt. I mean, there's got to be something more to him.
Well, I guess he builds a bond with them, kind of like a dog.
Well,
'Cause-
there's if you remember in Jurassic Park, Hammond says he wants to be there for the birth of the raptor so he can imprint himself. Like the first person who
Oh.
touches the raptor, basically that's like their mother figure.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of speculation that maybe Chris Pratt was there for the birth of these raptors and that they're kind of he's trained them to be kind of like dogs, like bloodhounds.
What I like about it so much is we're finally getting to see trained dinosaurs, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean it's who knows where they're going to go with it? Who knows what other dinosaurs are trained too? That's what I'm kind of like
It has to
wondering
hit something
myself.
else like that. So yeah,
I'm just wondering. Now you got me thinking that there's going to be a flashback now, like of him, being there, or maybe it starts off in the past and then like
I mean,
however many years.
how long would it take for a raptor to get to that size anyway? I mean, these raptors might not be very old either. They could very well be a year old.
well, with the technology that it seems to be that's going to be in this movie, being able to genetically make a new dinosaur, maybe they were able to speed up. Or we really don't know. I had to check it out, research how long it would take for a velociraptor to get to that stage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody really knows since it's all make believe.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see what happens in Jurassic World.
some fan facts.
And I'm really thinking since there is no alpha named in them, and they're all kind of like, except for Blue, which makes sense since Blue has a blue streak on his head. So I guess that's why it's
You feel
called.
like he might be the leader of the pack.
You're my
might-
favorite, and you are.
I think
A,
Chris
B, and
Pratt
C.
is the leader of the pack. I think he's the
Well, yeah,
alpha.
they should perceive it like that because the way it seems when you see him on the dirt bike, they're following him.
Yeah.
It's just like with
Well, you see
sled
them.
dogs
They
or something.
have like separate little doors, and then they open the doors and they all race out at the same time, following him. I mean, and there's also a scene in the newest spot where he's kind of like, whew, and he's like, there's like three the raptors are there with him. And he's like, oh. So
Oh yeah, I'm guessing trying to train them.
Yeah. So maybe that's actually a scene from him training them.
And we got to remember, velociraptors are extremely smart.
Yeah.
I mean, super smart.
Clever girl,
Yeah.
as Muldoon said as he died when he got
Shoot
from the
her!
side.
Shoot her!
Well, there's also some big casting news with Nightcrawler has been cast for X-Men.
Oh, so great.
Cody Smith McPhee. He was I don't know if you remember The Road. He was a little kid in The Road. I think it was the kid, right? Paranorman, I think he was the main character in that.
He was the voice actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, he was the weird kid in the background.
A lot of small roles.
I think he was the son of like the main guy, and he really just didn't fit at all.
I don't know how he looked then as a Nightcrawler.
Well, see, what I'm excited about is that they're getting
it'll look different. He'll be blue.
They're getting people who you haven't seen in a lot of lead roles. You haven't seen him in this kind of character, except for maybe one.
He's
person.
got big shoes to fill. Alan Cumming, he played the original Nightcrawler.
Well, see, you kind of have on the fence about how people felt about that.
Well, I love Nightcrawler in general.
I thought Alan Cumming's character as Nightcrawler was really spot on. You know, we've got a younger Nightcrawler, so we kind of see, but you know, that dark, mysterious character of him, like he really pulled it off.
I mean, the way I mean, honestly, I looked at the guy. I see the way his face shape. I feel like he could become a very interesting Nightcrawler.
Kind of got a weird face though.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is like he's got the kind of face. I know. I'm not trying to be rude.
I can't tell you why
it's
he's got a weird
unique.
face.
It's not like he's ugly or anything. It's just unique.
I don't know about his face. So
I feel positive about your face. So you know.
Also, the Alexandra Ship will be playing Storm. Sophie Turner will be playing Jean Grey of Sansa, right?
Yes.
From Game of Thrones.
Which is the only one I think that anybody may actually know about. And
she looks hot. I think she's hot.
I mean, I'm
She'll
excited.
play a good Jean Grey.
She played very timid through most of Game of Thrones, and so I want to feel a more confident, Jean Grey.
Yeah, and we got to remember that this is supposed to be set in the 80s when they're all like, this is the start of the X-Men pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. I was like, so this has to be set before, since we're getting all these younger.
I really, really hope that like they just, if Wolverine's going to be in Apocalypse, one thing I hope they just get him in the yellow suit. Just put him in there.
I hope
just as a joke because it was very 80s,
Didn't they have the yellow suit, or a yellow suit in First Class? And like he was like, I wouldn't wear that.
Well,
he wasn't in First Class.
They played in the first X-Men. They played a joke, and he was wearing this leather suit, and I think Cyclops said something about what would you like, a yellow suit or something.
Yeah,
in that way, and kind of then he was the whole flick off with his.
With the late 90s, early 2000s, they had to we got to make them all in leather clad. Like we can't have them as in their classic outfits.
When they make a movie adaptation, they got to change some of that because it will look ridiculous. But
true,
we saw that in Superman, where a lot of people were complaining about the new Superman not having the red. Basically red underwear.
Yeah, the comics
it was
were
straight
going under a new thing too. Like they were all going like armored up too.
Well, Batman was a lot more armored up than what he said in the comic books.
Well, I just mean like in some of the other in the newer comics, like everyone else is getting like redesigned.
Oh yeah, everybody's been redesigned for a lot longer. I mean, we look at Iron Man. Iron Man's been changed so many times with his suits.
Yeah, true, but I think he still kind of retains the image. Where I guess that's what they all do, but with the X-Men, they kind of just like screwed over all the classic costumes. I mean, granted, they look good in the past, but I think we should since it's set in the 80s. 80s was very tacky. Let's not try to avoid that the 80s wasn't the worst generation for clothing.
It was very. I mean, it's very with
neon colors,
cartoons and everything
big hair.
It was just really like the plot was very weakened, and it was more just showing you a lot of things.
I want to see this Alexandra Ship girl with like a Tina Turner hair going on, like
just
really Storm. Just go classic with it. I mean, it's set in the 80s. You can't avoid. I mean, even with First Class, they're going back to like the 70s style clothing. Everybody's kind of wearing the garb. So,
but let's talk about the villain we've got here.
Apocalypse.
I mean, we're talking about. I mean, one of the first mutants of all time. Like we're talking.
Yeah, he started off in Egypt, right?
Yeah, this is big for me because he is what I consider one of my favorite villains. He's always
well.
Been really
it's like they needed a Thanos, to copy almost what Marvel has going for him. Because Thanos is a character that is going to be the big bad. But he's so far there's been no battles with him. You see him floating on his chair for like a half a second and then he's gone.
I like how they're doing it with them.
They're building him up of this threat So with Apocalypse, they're just going to throw it straight out there with the big bad. We'll see how it works. I think it could work well.
Well, I did like how they showed the Horsemen. I don't remember if it was all 4 or if they just had 3 at the end of the movie. But, like in one of the comics, like Wolverine, he's Death, I think, or he's one of them. And then Angel, I don't know if they'll bring him back into it.
Is it Angel Archangel?
Yeah, because he turns into Archangel, and then he joins up the Horsemen.
I have no idea where they're going with all... Because you got to remember, we're on a new timeline now. The last Days of Future Past literally was there. That movie was literally just so they can retcon everything.
Yeah.
So
bye-bye third movie.
Yeah, well, bye-bye all 3
Origins.
movies, really, because this is really setting up. They've changed time, and that's why I loved about what Days of Future Past, how they brought in Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart to reprise their roles as Professor X and metal bending guy. What's his name? Magneto.
Hollywood has this problem lately, or I guess for the last 10 years, of making a plot like we have a Hulk, we have another Hulk, we have a Spider-Man, we have another Spider-Man, we have another Spider-Man. We have these X-Men, and we're gonna put this X-Men in there. We're never gonna add these X-Men.
Mirrors.
So it's always you're constantly changing these plots, and you want to continue something. Now even with Batman,
they want to do what Marvel's done this whole time, which is amazing. I don't even know how they were able to do it. If Iron Man had failed, it probably would never have happened.
Oh no, yeah,
but because of that small awesomeness thing that happened, we got Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Well, I feel like they did the end credit scene with Samuel L. Jackson, and they're like, let's see what happens, and then people love the first movie, so they're like, all right, now's their moment. Let's throw another end credit scene again, and then
I love it. I love waiting and then seeing something crazy awesome. Even Guardians of the Galaxy, my favorite. Spoilers if you haven't seen it, but
yes, Howard the Duck. I
I
lost it in theaters, and everyone else in the theater was like, "Who is that? Is that Donald Duck?" I'm like,
thought that was amazing.
Well, it's just because of what happened. The first movie,
that terrible Howard the Duck movie.
Oh my god, that's why I think no one was really excited about it.
Was that 90s or 80s?
That is 80s. That is.
I thought the movie came out.
It has to be late 80s.
Late 80s.
I think it's like 85 because I love that movie and.
Because it's the same time as Back to the Future was going on.
All I know is that Marvel, I'm glad died.
Oh yeah, I'm
so glad too that
awful.
like they didn't do a Spider-Man movie in the 90s when Marvel still owned it before they went bankrupt, because we were gonna get Nicolas Cage as it was Nicolas Cage as Superman. That was DC.
He got $20 million for doing absolutely nothing.
Michael Jackson tried to be Spider-Man in the 90s. He was going to buy the rights out for Spider-Man and then make himself pretty much, I'm going to be Spider-Man.
As long as he moonwalked through part of it, I would be fine with it. As long as I seen one bit of moonwalk.
I just can't, that would kill Spider-Man forever. No one would have loved Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's another one of my top favorite superheroes. I really like.
It'd be somebody.
That's why I'm so like with Spider-Man, I'm just so confused about why they keep switching characters I already liked in there.
I know, and that's the thing. It's like with the Hulk too. It's like, you had the first Hulk. I liked his character as Bruce, not so much as the Hulk. CGI kind of was like, ugh. Second one, Edward Norton. I liked him as the Hulk. I didn't really like him as Bruce Banner. He just kind of had a. But now we've got Mark Ruffalo,
please right? Just stay with him. We like him.
I love him.
Get rid of him.
He's a good Bruce and he's a good Hulk. And I saw a tweet that he's still just kind of sitting there waiting for them to make him a movie. But I guess they want to wait a little bit for those other Hulk movies to die out. Because honestly, I didn't like Edward Norton's movie. It had potential. It
had a lot of potential.
A solo film is also pretty hard. Every Hulk movie so far hasn't made as much as the other superhero movies.
Maybe a Hulk Spider-Man crossover, that would be cool.
That would be awesome.
That's what I see happening in the future, where they're gonna just focus on these kind of team up movies. Once they get everybody's origins out of the way, we're gonna start having these crossovers. Iron Man, Captain America, which is kind of happening in Civil War, which they're the main characters of Civil War, which I'm stoked about.
Oh,
and Spider-Man. Are they gonna put Spider-Man in Civil War? I heard they are.
I wanted to, but
I just heard one movie before the final, before the Avengers thing.
Ant-Man?
Oh no, 2017 is when his movie's coming out, and I heard there's one movie before that So
Civil War.
Yeah,
right?
I guess
That's
Civil War.
2016. I think.
Yeah, it's just like right before. So I would really like if they had it one other cameo before that, so they
Well,
can get him established.
We'll make
first.
sure to show you the dates of all these we're talking
What?
about. So we'll have it straight up dates
All right,
on the site.
moving away from superhero movies, I want to bring it to this movie. Two movies actually were part of my childhood. I loved these movies, and these movies are Ghostbusters. Okay, we all know that we're having an all-female cast Ghostbusters that's coming out, right? People are on the fence about it. I'm kind of, we'll see. I'll go see it, but I'm not really stoked on some of the characters in it. Melissa McCarthy, not a big fan of her.
Yeah.
But,
It's playing the same character.
yeah, but
repeatedly.
we'll see what happens with that. But this is something that has got me really excited. Okay, I'm going to read this because I got to read it because this is from Dan Aykroyd himself. I've written, there's 3 drafts of the old concept that exists, and we're going to be able to salvage some of it and use it. Yeah, we're going to be able to use it someday. Let's get this one made, and then we'll reinvigorate the franchise, and then we'll go on to maybe doing a more conventional 3rd sequel as we're planning another idea to have for it. So this is him saying he's got scripts for a true Ghostbusters sequel. We don't need more than one. Just freaking do in the trilogy.
Just come on, just give me Bill Murray. Come on,
Yeah.
that's all I'm asking
before
for.
he
Guys.
dies. I mean, he's not too old, but he's getting up there.
I need Bill Murray to be in Ghostbusters one more time, so I can be satisfied in my life.
I think all of us would be happy as fans of Ghostbusters if they were like, okay, we're gonna reboot it with all female cast, but for you true fans, we're gonna do this awesome fan-packed 3rd to final trilogy, nail in the coffin.
Well, I feel like they should do the trilogy for like the 3rd movie first, and then like they'd be passing the torch on to the chicks, they'd be like, oh,
that's what I was saying.
retiring.
Exactly, I agree with that.
I was saying something like that too, where like basically like you don't have to do a whole nother 3rd movie, just have like half of the movie of them basically like, okay, we got to give it away, and then they, Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd ended up meeting these chicks, and they're like, hey, you guys like Ghostbusters? Let's
somehow like have like super fans who are
or even have like Dan Aykroyd play like this like operator of the company, like Ghostbusters by now has become like a multi-million-dollar company, and like basically maybe these girls are kind of like just like this small group of the whole company.
Yeah, like they work for them and then they work their way up. That
you guys have to see. You have to see Dan Aykroyd's Alien documentary where he talks.
Oh,
about,
I've seen it.
If you get a chance
fucking crazy. He loves aliens. He believes in that shit.
Yeah, and I mean it's the best one I've ever got to see, and like he's full believer, which I am too. But if you get a chance to, shout out to Dan Aykroyd.
It's a little crazy. What's it called? Like UFO. It's on Netflix. You'll see Dan Aykroyd's face and like a UFO flying.
It's worth watching. You'll be stuck on it the whole time if you get a chance.
Okay. Last big movie news I really want to talk about: Aquaman.
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah,
His image. What's his name? The guy.
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. But I'm talking about who's the director of Batman versus Superman. It's
what's his face?
He did Superman. He did the first Superman. I'm losing it here, but anyways,
give me a sec.
The director of that tweeted. I don't know why. It's like flowing out in my head.
It's all superhero talk.
Not Bryan Singer. That's X-Men. Oh man, this is really.
Just keep going.
Anyways, the character. The reason I like this character and the way they're playing it is they're getting the long-haired, bearded Aquaman.
Yeah,
you're gonna get to see his tough guy.
An image of Jason Momoa all decked out in his Aquaman gear with awesome like almost looks like this is like tattoos,
armor.
Like it's all like on there. It looks amazing. And then with the caption "Unite the Seven," which some say there's 2 meanings to this possibly. One meaning he is the king of the 7 seas. They're saying maybe he's uniting the 7 seas. But then there's also the Justice League, which there's 7 in there. As Flash has called it, the Super 7.
Zack Snyder.
That I don't know why.
I was thinking of Watchmen.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Forgive us.
He tweeted that picture, so now we know what Aquaman looks like. There's one person though that I really want to know what they look like. Cyborg.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Now there's rumors that I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a cameo in Batman versus Superman, but it's like, geez.
Wait, do we know who's playing him?
There is. I don't know his name, but someone has been confirmed as playing Cyborg.
I want the guy from The Flash, the dad.
Yeah,
I think he would make a perfect Cyborg.
So I'm just excited to see what they're gonna do with this character. You know, he has a robot arm and half a robot face and all this crazy stuff. Like seeing that done, you've only seen him in the cartoons. You know, it'd be so awesome to see that like with like lights flashing and stuff. So you know, we're getting closer to Batman versus Superman, which comes out next year, I guess. Or no, it comes out this year, right?
Is it this year?
I think 2015. I don't know, but I'm excited for Batman versus Superman and
the great debate.
the great debate.
The great debate's about to happen.
Oh, that's right.
Here we go.
Batman versus Superman.
All I'm gonna say again is pink kryptonite.
All I'm gonna say
What
is
the hell?
All I'm gonna say is all the kryptonites
Yeah.
that Batman has in his
Oh
vault.
come on! Let's just say that only 3 of them will probably really work. If he
Dude.
turns gay, it doesn't mean he can't kick his ass.
But maybe he'll be in love with him. And he
I
won't
mean,
want to kick
maybe.
his ass.
But then who? But yeah, then who wins? I mean, in the bedroom, he's gonna kill him anyways.
I mean, you know, Batman's gonna be on top. That's all we know. That's for
Whoa,
sure.
whoa, whoa. Okay. Let's
Superman. Superman is definitely a
this is
bottom.
going down a dark road.
Well, on that note, guys, I think it's time to end John Cast. Thanks for coming out, Jonathan Chapman, John Montoya.
Anytime I can.
Well, all I gotta say is Superman's the best.
So you say, but Batman
Still.
truly is.
All right, we'll save this for next time.
Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Check back next week, and we'll have 2 more new episodes for you, and we'll be live streaming them, hopefully continually, so that you guys will be able to chime in and listen in. Okay, this has been a John Cast production, 2015. Executive producer Jonathan Weaver.
Hurry, please! I'm gonna get nauseous.
All right, are we still recording on the live stream?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
I guess this is a little after talk. Just yeah, so that was good, right?
Oh man,
Everything seemed good.
We're staying.
Go right over there. We saw you sleeping.
She got a little sleepy. Well,
Anybody was watching this though.
It's fine. Oh crap, we didn't give a shout out. Oh, a shout out to Lucky Kings, the Asylum.
Yeah, Lucky Kings Asylum. They're pretty fucking awesome. You know, they're really.
I love the concept of the show, and it's pretty cool.
It's called the Asylum Lost Interrogation. So go onto YouTube and type that in. Those are our friends that we met at the Minicon, and they do some awesome videos of the Joker being in interrogation. So go check them out. This has been another live broadcast from John Cast, and we'll see you next week, motherfuckers. Well, it's still recording.
we're still recording.